Well, back into Hampshire International Speedway, we are under caution for the second time, and that's the car that just spun. Young Stephen Wallace has looped his Dodge around, and you hear he's gotten it fired, jammed it back in gear, and now hustling back.
Get caught up, everybody.
The damage on the right rear.
You see him racing hard down in the middle of 1 and 2. As we said, you have to really be careful here entering the corner, especially on the inside. Your car's already light, and then it gets a little bit more so, and you run out of racing room. And you can see Steven, you're trying to make the pass going down into the corner.
Just too aggressive right here. He goes in too hard, right underneath this 47 car, Kelly Byers. And, you know, I guess they're going to have to pull those reins just a little tighter on Steven.
Okay, fired back up.
Kenny Wallace is going to have to tighten up a little bit on this young man and try to keep him a little more calm.
And now, isn't that what Kenny was just saying a moment ago about having him be very patient entering one because the car's back?
The strategy being played out, but there's nothing better than having 4 tires on your car here. It just gives you that. We've got the crash over it coming off turn 2.
You got 3 cars involved off of turn 2 as they've had contact. And up on top of the 1 car is Marcus. What happened? The 25 car is David Gilliland on the inside.
Yeah, very similar to what we saw with Stephen Wallace. You get real loose down on the bottom, and it looked like that Marcus Ambrose didn't give him a lot of room to try to catch the car. And then they banged wheels and spun out there, but you didn't get to see what happened. But it looked like that 1 car maybe ran up underneath the 59 after this.
It's a really flat part of the racetrack. We talk about how flat this racetrack is anyway, and you're on the bottom. I mean, this is literally almost off camber down there, and trying to get traction there is difficult, especially when you've got low air pressure. So it makes it very difficult to try to make that pass. You really lose a lot of grip, and you need a little bit of room to catch that. And obviously Marcus was trying to run his line and not give him that. And
listen in just a moment ago, we had Brian Patty talking to Juan Pablo Montoya. Montoya backs it down. We got a car way up on the wall, and that is the 0 car. Oh, heavy impact for Eric McClure.
Yeah, good to see that winning net coming down. That means he's okay.
You know what?
Yeah, when we turned around to look over there, he was up on top of the wall. It come down after a hard wreck like this.
Oh, look at this. Backwards already up on the wall.
Wow. I bet he's glad that's a safer barrier instead of concrete. Almost tipped over there.
Yeah, this is going into these corners again. You're running over 150 miles an hour, so the impact and for some reason with this banking, as we've changed that over the years here, we've seen as cars hit these walls a lot of times that they will get up in the air. Nothing quite that severe, but I don't know exactly what it is about the way the wall is and the banking that can create a situation like that. But it's nice to see he's okay.
Yeah, Mike, we saw that 2 car coming off turn 4 a while ago, just completely sideways.
Trouble spin. It's Bobby Santos, the youngster, has looped it around over in turn 3 and kept it out of the wall. Did a Joey Chitwood 360 there, and now we'll be under caution for the.
You spin out here like that and not hit something.
Just inside of the 90 car, Stephen Like, and there was a bit of contact there as he went by.
Yeah, you know, I don't know who you put that on because, you know, it looked like one was moving up and the other was kind of coming down, and they were anticipating each other's moves.
The way I always look at that, though, the lead lap guys got the track.
Yeah.
The guys with the lead lap.
And onboard Stephen Wallace's roof camera.
Stephen Light's he's already going to move down to get his angle into the corner there and just misjudged Bobby Santos being by him and just turned in a little bit quick there and over a second lap.
And Kevin Harvick, he dinged up his car just a little bit earlier in the race here where he was trying to get by a lap car and banged his right front fender in. And it caused maybe just a little bit of damage and losing a little bit of downforce.
Like you said, as long as they possibly can. And Carl Edwards is doing his very best.
Contact, and Juan Pablo Montoya goes around. He gets tagged from behind by the 2 car of Clint Boyer, and just that quickly, Montoya, who had a great run going, and the crew can't believe it either. They're looking up and watching the replay.
These guys have been racing each other.
Where the 42 car was holding him up just a little bit. As we see him get on the inside, gets back to the gas. You know, gosh. Racing, I don't know.
Racing hard, I know
that's
that.
Just hard, yeah, and because you do get frustrated because you're really wanting to go. Clint saw that as his opportunity maybe to get to the inside of the 42 and make that pass, and his car's coming back in now. But
Yeah, the onboard camera there, you see the contact.
You can't say the 42 did anything wrong. He ran his line, and then your line is cutting back across there, and you know that as a driver. But, again, you can get a little frustrated. Alan, you have a little more?
Pit stops here. Matt Kenseth's team saying we're not going to.
He's been driving his into turn 3 also because he knew that the car was getting in there really good.
Payoff lap right here. And he get it done.
Final lap, they come up off the corner, turn 2, half a lap away. Edwards is there, 2 car lengths back. He's going to drive it for all he's worth in turn 3. Here comes Carl Edwards, 1 car length all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Can he get there? Harvick hangs on.
Gas it up.
Out of turn 4, Kevin Harvick becomes the 21st different winner in 21 races here in New Hampshire.
I guess only appropriate car 21 did that, isn't it?
What a Carl